Hey, Walking Dead fans. Calmfirenate here to talk about another Who Did Negan Kill? And this week we're going to be talking about Michonne. Probably the last character on anyone's mind is who they might think would be the person to get killed. But I'm going to give you a couple reasons why I think it could be her, and then a few why I don't think it's going to be her. But starting right off the bat is you can't help from starting to wonder, hey guys, the love interest of Rick don't last long. So you start to say, okay, well, if that's the case, what's going to happen with Michonne? Well, I'm not saying that for sure, obviously, but there's kind of this like symbolism in that episode where she's in bed with Rick, and she's biting on the fruit and the kind of forbidden fruit analogy there. And you can't help from feeling that the forbidden fruit in this world is happiness. And it's just not there. I mean, for a lot of people, being able to get to that point is just impossible. So I feel like maybe that's the case. Also, the simple fact that, Scott Gimple came out and said that they're going to make a hard left turn. That was the terms he said, hard left turn from what happened in the comics. And up to this point, everyone I've talked about, except for Michonne, I feel like wouldn't be a hard left turn, but it would be okay, I get that, subbing this person in for Glenn. But Michonne would be huge. That would be such a complete turn from what we're used to. It would be somebody who I think would have the major impact, especially on the main characters. And that would be my other reason, is just the huge impact that it would have on Carl and Rick. I mean, at this point, Carl almost kind of looks at her as like a surrogate mother to a point. And if you don't know this, Carl's going to have a huge season next season. For those who are like big fans of Chandler Riggs, it's like, man, I really want him to have more of a part. I'm telling you, he's going to have a huge part next season. It's going to be great. So looking forward to that. But I feel like maybe that's the reason that could be possible. They could really kind of use that to kind of direct his, what's going to happen with him next season. So I don't know. The other one is just, it also seems like in the comic book, she kind of is instrumental in the kingdom, kind of forming a relationship with Ezekiel and kind of helping to move the kingdom into this fight. She's completely in a whole different area right now, and you kind of can't help from feeling that maybe Carol and Morgan are going to be more instrumental in the kingdom because, from the way the finale was, they're on their way there now as we speak, in Showtime. But it kind of feels like maybe they're going to be more. Maybe Carol gets subbed in from Michonne's story there, and that leaves, who knows? I mean, she could go anywhere. And the thing is if they did kill her, there's so much for her left to be due. I think this is where we get into the against part, and that would just be the simple fact that there's just so much more story for Michonne. Michonne has so much story left. So if they decided to kill her, then they would basically be coming up with the idea, okay, from here on out, all the story that is Michonne in the comics, if we're going to do it, we got to find someone else to do it. And that's a lot to just take out a character completely. But that's not saying that they haven't already done that, which then brings to the next point, which is it almost feels like she's taking the Andria role. For those who don't know, Andria, who died way back in season 3, is actually still alive in the comics and is a pretty major character in the comics. So the fact that they have already done that, they've already taken out a major character and then kind of changed the stories a little bit to fit, without her in it, doesn't mean they couldn't do this again. So what if they did that? What if they decided, hey, you know what, Michonne, you are taking the Andria role, which I feel like is kind of the safe bet, but they could say, you know what, we don't have a character for the Andria role. We want Rick to be alone. So we're going to kill you too. I don't know. It's an interesting thought, and I could see him going either way. Another good point is the fact that the actress that plays Michonne is actually writing a lot of plays, and they're getting a lot of really good reviews and getting a lot of publications, stuff like that. So she's starting to kind of form a career outside of Walking Dead, and not saying that she's going to leave, but maybe this is her chance. Maybe she is, hey, I'm ready to move on. And they go that route. So that could be epic if they kill Michonne. Just think about how hard that would be on our characters. But okay, that's it. That's all I got from Michonne. Next time, I'm going to be talking about Eugene, the bullet farmer himself, and giving some reasons for and against. But if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. And let me a comment. Do you think they would possibly dare to kill Michonne? You know, would they do it? If you think they would, give me your reasons why. If you don't think, say, there's no way they're going to kill Michonne in the world, let me know too. But until next time, see you later.